5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Maggle, that's me, JBL. You're probably wondering how I got myself into this mess, Maggle. Oh, lip the Vaseline off my nips, Maggle.
Play it nice and cool, son. Nice and cool, you know what I mean?
Quite frankly, I don't give a shit about this episode of WTF Moments. JBL fell flat on his arse and I loved it. Ha 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 ha. Here's the rest of them anyway. What is it with marks and confusion these days? These marks do not know whether they are coming or going. On this week's WWE Raw, we had a massive mark in a massive Brock Lesnar shirt chanting Goldberg at Paul Heyman. What's up with that? As the Hurricane would say. And then on this week's WWE SmackDown Live, we had a mark, a hipster mark, in a Bullet Club shirt, shouting along with John Cena while AJ Styles was in the ring opposing John Cena. The rivalry is Cena against Styles. Somebody who clearly loves Styles by repping some hipster merch, taking sides with John Cena. WTF. I can't think of anything else to say about that. I don't really care. As I said, JBL fell flat on his arse, so just for the crack, I'll just slap myself in the face for a bit of slapstick, you know? Bit of slapstick. Bit of slapstick for the... Next we move on to Dean Ambrose, who claims he needs a new Intercontinental Championship because the one he has now smells like cocoa butter, spray tan, hair gel and some kind of cucumber, and it's sticky as well. Dean Ambrose, as we all know, won this Intercontinental Championship 2 weeks ago. He's had that belt in his possession for 2 weeks, so he's doing some stuff with cocoa butter, with spray tan, with hair gel and some cucumber that he doesn't want to tell us about. Maybe he shoves that cucumber up his arse, you know, because he's a bit crazy like that. F it, let's throw these things into one big Dean Ambrose pie and make up a scenario. He puts the cocoa butter on to make his skin feel lovely. He puts the spray tan on to make his skin look lovely. He gels his hair with a lunatic crazy fringe. The fringe is all crazy. Then he gets the cucumber and sticks it up his arse. I don't know what to say. I don't care. JBL fell flat on his arse and I loved it. Why would there be Bret Hart merchandise on sale at a random WWE SmackDown live show in Memphis in 2017? Bret doesn't appear on WWE television these days. The last time we saw him was when he accompanied Natalya to the ring at Payback last year, and that was bare time ago, fam. Bret Hart's an afterthought in terms of WWE. Why would his merch be alongside the rest of the current day superstars in 2017? Old news, nobody gives a shit anymore, apart from the old marks who yawn for yesteryear. But imagine being Bret Hart. You're a grumpy bastard all of the time and you finally get into a good mood because you've had a lovely day. You get home from a lovely day, I don't know, walking along the beach with the dogs or something like that. You think, oh, I'll watch some WWE wrestling. I'll turn it on. And what does he see? He sees his niece laughing at him, hating on him, wishing that he dies alone. There's no wonder that Bret's a little bit bitter about everything all of the bloody time. And after saying this, I hope this doesn't hamper Bret's relationship with WCPW. Bugger me, I didn't think about that before saying it, but hey ho, who gives a shit? JBL fell flat on his arse. Hey. It's Otunga time, mother flippers. Yes, as you can see, it's dark, so I can't really swear a lot to make the edit time a little bit smaller. David Otunga lambasting his fellow commentators for calling Miz an A-lister because Dave doesn't see him on all the shows that John Cena does. John Cena, in Dave's eyes, is an A-lister. The Miz, in Dave's eyes, Dave's dead, horrible, dead, diddly dead eyes is not. This is despite the fact that back in the day when Dave did the graps and didn't do the graps very well, Dave was just hired for his body and his famous wife, wasn't he, Vince? Wasn't he, Vince? Yes, he was. Dave was called A-list. A-list Dave Otunga. That was his gimmick, but he quickly forgot about that when lambasting The Miz, who has appeared in more films recently than he had back in the day when he was claiming he was an A-lister. Catchphrase time, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, a hypocrite. Mountain, law school, f*** off Dave. John fell over. What culture signs 2 from this week? One of them in favour of this lovely sick guy, another one claiming that JBL is better than me. One thing to say to that dirty stinking Mark, you don't see me falling flat on my arse, do you? JBL fell flat on his arse. Woohoo! Now people out there are lambasting me, saying, oh, you can't be bullying John. Well, read something positive about JBL on the internet. I can guarantee you won't. He is notoriously one of the biggest bullying sorry, Richard, enjoy bleeping that, in the history of WWE. So me taking the piss out of him doesn't make me feel bad one iota because of the shit-ton of horrible things he's done in the past. There you go, justified myself. Dave fell flat on his arse. That's sign saying JBL better than me. Bullshit. Woohoo! It's John O'Clock, motherfuckers! Get in there! Yes, world! Hello! This John O'Clock moment sees John talking about the numbers game and how this has made the Wyatts very successful over the course of their WWE tenure. Bloody hell, in kayfabe terms, success is judged by championship reigns. Over nearly 4 years on the main roster, all the Wyatts have got to show in terms of gold and success is one Intercontinental Championship reign by Luke Harper back in day, and one short tag team championship reign a couple of months ago. A month ago, a couple of... I don't know. Have they been successful? If that, John, who you fell on your arse, you silly bastard, if that equals success, well, Jack the Jobber is the most popular personality here at WhatCulture.com, and everybody with a pair in work of eyes and ears knows that's not bloody true. F*** off, Jack. F*** off, John. Why did Jerry Lawler turn up without a shirt on? I don't know about you, but I do not want to see a man in the middle of his 60s with a bare chest and bare belly. Nobody wants to see royalty reveal themselves. This means one thing, mother flippers. Jerry Lawler is the son of Goldberg, because as we all know, when it comes to people without shirts for absolutely no apparent reason, Goldberg and his son, they did. Just to be clear to everybody, Dolph Ziggler claimed that he was going to murder Jerry the King Lawler while on WWE SmackDown Live. He said he almost got the job done 4 years ago, where he elbowed the out of his heart and caused a heart attack from the fake king, who might be my dad, I don't bloody know. And then he said he was going to finish the job off, blah de blah de blah. He then kicked Jerry square in the heart, and me, he's finally living up to these comparisons with Shawn Michaels. Michaels was known as the Heartbreak Kid. Dolph seems hell-bent on breaking Jerry's heart, literally, so it doesn't work anymore. And to do that, he kicked him in the heart. Heartbreak man, Dolph Ziggler. It's John O'Clock again, motherfuckers! I don't know if you've heard, but JBL fell flat on his arse on this week's WWE SmackDown Live. Isn't this a little bit, a smidgen of poetic justice though, because JBL went arse over tit on a segment called The King's Court. I don't know about you, but I look like a king. King's Court, John flat on his arse. It's just a little bit ironic, don't you think? There's no doubt about it that JBL had an Atlantis Morissette, whatever that 90s woman is called, going through his head as he went arse over tit. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a three ride and a bed of good time. Bitter. JBL, who fell flat on his arse in this week's WWE SmackDown Live, didn't you know, called Jerry the King Lawler Jerry the King Lawyer. That's not his real name. Isn't it funny though, because David Otunga pretends to be a lawyer, he also pretends to be a commentator, but he pretends to be a lawyer more than he does a commentator, because he never talks to us on commentary, and he called him a lawyer. There's a bit of a difference between Jerry the King, a fat Caucasian man, and David Otunga, a sculpted black man. How's he got them mixed up? I don't bloody know. But at the end of the day, he fell on his bloody arse, and we should all be f***ing rejoicing. I'm gonna get some toot and bash it later. Oh, Mickey James is Luchadora the Explorer, WTF. I mean, I've got nothing to say here. That fact alone is a WTF moment. And to demonstrate this WTFness, there's a gif of Kenny McIntosh doing his best Mickey James impression. Let's just watch Kenny do this for a little while just remembering in the back of our minds that JBL fell flat on his arse live in front of the world. Oh, bloody hell. Looking at that thing, do you reckon the WWE's creative team on SmackDown Live will repeat that storyline between Trish Stratus and Mickey James? Alexa Bliss, who Mickey aligned with on this week's show, is blonde after all and rather good at the graps like Trish was. They're both the same thing basically, aren't they? Just millennials apart. Oh, Mickey and Alexa. Oh, don't be silly. They won't do that. We've evolved from that sort of shit. Kenny, though, Kenny hasn't. Kenny's a bastard. And that's it for all your WTF moments from WWE SmackDown Live, a SmackDown Live where John Bradshaw Layfield fell flat on his arse. Bye-bye.
Do you love our What Culture Wrestling magazine but wish that you could have even more excellent content covering the hottest, up-to-date stories in the crazy world of pro wrestling? Well, now you can. What Culture Wrestling Weekly features an in-depth look at the biggest story of the week, a rundown of all the major shows, and of course, all that juicy news in the world of pro wrestling. It's all that a hard-working wrestling fan needs to keep up to date with the ever-changing and very exciting business. Adam, you're going to be so busy. How does it feel? You're going to be so busy every single week, every week. I'm so tired. Head over to shop.whatculture.com for all the details and pre-order the next edition soon. Well, now, not soon, now.